Dwayne Haskins was front and center at Ohio State's Pro Day yesterday. He is projected to be one of the top 2 quarterbacks taken in the draft, along with Kyler Murray. The Giants have the 6th pick and are a rumored destination. Now, a group of representatives from New York from the organization had dinner with Haskins on Tuesday, although they're expected to have 38-year-old Eli Manning as their starter again next season. So, Shannon, if Haskins is there, should the Giants take him at 6?
Yes, they need a quarterback badly, Skip, and he's prototypical. He's about 6'4", 227 pounds, and he throws the ball from the pocket. A lot of times, Skip, we get screwed. We automatically think that, oh, he's black, he's a runner. He can't run a lick. That 5.0440 told you he cannot run a lick. He doesn't want to run. He's as good a thrower of the football in college as that we had. I mean, he's the 6th quarterback to throw for 50 touchdowns in the season. That's impressive, and especially playing in the conference in which he played in.
Sure.
And at the end, when they needed him to be at his absolute best, he rose and shined. The big comeback win against Maryland. You saw what he did against Michigan. You saw what he did in the Big Ten championship game, and you saw what he did in the Rose Bowl. Mm-hmm. So he played on the biggest stage, and when the lights were the brightest, he shined the brightest. So I have no problems with them taking him at that spot. But seeing that Gettleman playing is failure, they probably pass him up and hope they get Daniel Jones, because you know Daniel Jones went to Duke. You know who the head coach is at Duke? It's Cutcliffe, who also coached Eli Manning and Peyton Manning. So you know, Skip, oh, he's ready. He's most like Eli.
So wait, you got Daniel Jones. He's going to be another Manning?
Oh. That's what they automatically assume.
Oh.
Skip, you know how this works. Oh, he went to the guru. He was coach. David Cutcliffe, you know he coached Peyton.
He's coached like 50 quarterbacks, and where are they now? I don't know. Go ahead.
Well,
No, but he's really good.
Jones, is his last name Manning? I don't know. Skip, it's hard for me to believe that they could pass this kid up at 6th and hope they're going to be able to land one of these quarterbacks at 17.
Yeah.
Because I'm not so sure. Now you're hoping. People are going to start leapfrogging, because we know what normally happens, Skip. Once you get a run of quarterbacks, they start going just like that. They're not getting all spaced out. Okay, one goes at 1, and then one goes at 12, and another goes at 18, another goes at 20. That's not normally how it works. So for me, Skip, I think it'll be a great pick. The Broncos picking at 10, the Dolphins at 13, Washington at 15. All those teams need quarterbacks and could potentially trade up. So you don't want to run that risk. But here's something that Haskins has working in his favor. Ryan Day was the quarterback's coach when Shermer was the OC at the Eagles.
Yep.
So
maybe,
you know, he looked good. He looked like I'm not worried about him throwing the ball, but it looked like Skip, he had slimmed down. He looked like he had slimmed down from the combine. So that's something that he's going to have to stay on top of, because, you know, he has that body will add weight rather easily.
Well, he said he's on a new nutrition program.
Yeah, I see.
They were hard on him during his college days.
Were.
About his fitness, about his food.
I see big things in his future, Jenny. I ain't talking about a job promotion. You got to be careful.
What did he run that 40 in at the combo?
5:04.
5:04. 5 seconds and 04.
Yeah, so
that's I don't know.
So that just lets you know he used. I know a guy that ran slower than that. He Usain Bolt compared to that guy, and that guy just went on to win a whole bunch of rings.
So it doesn't matter, really.
6 Super Bowls and 9 chances. Whew, that's a lot.
So I ain't really worried about a quarterback being able to run 4.4.
I am not sold on Dwayne Haskins. Not this sold. I'm not 6th pick in the draft sold, and I'm definitely not sold on him going higher than 6. And it was amusing to me that his pro day was the complete flip side of Kyler's pro day, because Kyler wanted to prove to everybody, I can throw it in the pocket.
Right.
And so Kyler never moved at his pro day. Right. Everything was right here. Some of it was under center, but even when he took the snap, he just stood and he fired.
Right.
Because he wanted to show, I'm this guy. I'm a pocket passer. I can be this guy.
Right.
Dwayne Haskins wanted to show, I can move.
Right.
So he wore his Jordan Retro 11s, because they're flashy, man. The black and whites, they just like pop, you know? And so you can focus on the feet, and it's all footwork. You know, he's moving and grooving, right? He's all over the place, because he wants to show, I'm slimmed down and I got some mobility. Maybe not downfield mobility, but I'm talking about rollout. You know,
you got to be able to throw the ball from the outside the pocket.
So that was all impressive, but The reason I'm not completely sold, I agreed, I've mentioned this before, this is maybe a month or so ago, The Athletic had a breakdown of Dwayne Haskins' season and his projection and ranked him as a second-round pick. And I'm buying that because of the points that they made, you know, on arm talent. He says, this Ted Wynn of The Athletic says that Dwayne has good arm talent, but it's not amazing or on par with Kyler Murray's, and it's not.
But you
Okay, you know what it reminds me of? Remember Byron Leftwich?
Yes.
It's that because he's a big man, because Byron was like 6'5", and had a sweet motion. You know,
but he didn't have that elongated motion like.
He's not elongated, but the ball comes out the same where it's not a rocket. It's just nice. It's just nice. And is it strong enough to be good? Yes, it is.
Right.
But I'm just saying we're not talking about any kind of a cannon going on here.
No.
Then the other thing that troubled me the most was Haskins' 70% completion rate is a bit misleading because he completed 70.6% of passes that traveled 1 to 5 yards, and then 74% 5 to 10 yards, and he hit those speed receivers with a lot of those little mesh routes, a little underneath, and then pew, they're gone yards after catch. And what did those guys time at the combine?
Two at 4.3 and one at 4.4.
Paris Campbell 4.31, and then Terry McLaurin 4.35, and then Johnny Dixon 4.41. That is a track team. That is a track team, man.
Yeah.
You got serious speed on the outside, and you're running a lot of little underneath routes that break for big, and then those tap fly passes, they count them in your completion percent, where you're just tapping the snap to a crossing, you know, right?
Yeah.
They're running like a little reverse,
a little sweep.
right? Yeah, a little reverse sweep. Well, it counts. He was 18 for 18 on tap flies for 170 yards because they're breaking them downfield.
Right.
Okay, so that counted in his projection numbers. And then his passing grade against the blitz was 75.5, which tied for 23rd. So he wasn't great against the blitz. Kyler is really good against the blitz.
Yeah,
it's hard to blitz Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but he'll get those things that you can work on, Skip. I just think the thing is the mistake that people make is that you try to evaluate players against other players in the draft. And you're going to make that mistake because if you say, well, this guy's coming out in the draft, well, this guy's not Von Miller or this guy's not J.J. Watt, you evaluating the guy. You look at what he did in college. You look at what you need, okay? Do we need this position? And can he fill this position? Now, maybe they believe Eli's going to play for another 5 years. Maybe because, hold on, Eli did beat Tom Brady in 2 Super Bowls. So if Tom Brady's playing until he's 42, it's only natural that Eli play until he's 42. Maybe that's the way the Giants thinking.
Maybe.
Skip, they need a quarterback. Now,
I agree with that. But remember, this is dicey, man, because if you pick him at 6, then you've bet the next 4 or 5 years on him at the least?
Well, you should have picked the quarterback long ago because you bet the last 5, 6 years on Eli and what it got you.
All right, you're right about that, but that's water under that bridge. That's gone.
Well, you're gonna be some more water. You're gonna be in the water.
Okay.
And the bridge is gonna collapse on top of your head if you miss another quarterback.
Okay. Well, are you sold? Is this a sure shot? Is this a can't miss superstar
There is
quarterback?
no such things when drafting a player, regardless of the sport.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, except for Kyler Murray.
No, okay, Kyler Murray.
41.
I've seen shortstop. Oh, this guy's can't miss. Oh, he's big. He can run. He can do it.
But they've come along. John Elway was, to me, he was can't miss, right? Well, was he not can't miss? That's the guy you take first and you say, you know what, we're good.
Yeah. Okay, Skip, you got that guy. And Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray is better than all those other guys. And we knew in '83 that when John came out, he was going to be the first pick in the draft. But you also had Jim Kelly, Marino, Eason, Blackledge, O'Brien. Those guys, those were the guys that you're picking from.
And there were so many rumors about Dan Marino at Pitt that he falls to the bottom of the round.
Fell to him. And so that's what you know Kyler Murray's going to be off the board. So now you're basically picking between Haskins and Daniel Jones and the kids out of Missouri. Those are the guys that you're picking lock. So that's that's the evaluation, Skip. If you're going to take a quarterback at six, those are the 3 guys that you're choosing from. Locke, Jones, or Haskins. That's it.
Remember, you heard this from me first. Of those 3, I wouldn't bet on any of them. For a long term, if you're talking about a starter who can become your franchise quarterback, I'm not betting on any of those 3. This is huge. This is your whole football life.
Well, you do know no matter how well Kyler Murray plays, if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, it's not
you got me. That is true.
Okay.
That is true. I just think he's a very special competitor and player.
I get all that.
Yep.
But if he don't have, if the Cardinals don't have a Super Bowl trophy,
Yep. Well, you saying that about your new man Baker Mayfield?
whoa.
We convinced him, yeah.
Well,
Time
I don't
out.
know.
No, you the one that
So if
told-
the Browns don't win a Super Bowl, he's a bust?
Baker go get that thing for him.
Is he?
Baker go have it.
What just happened?
Baker go get
Just
that
like
thing.
a
We
quick
got
change.
role reversal
I'm
here.
so glad.
Yeah.
Baker go have a chef.
Finally came
Baker go
out.
have a chef hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
You did come up with that. And
Yeah,
I
serve
feel
them
like
up
you
special.
gotta.
Skip, you can come on
Trademark
over
it.
here.
Yeah.
If Baker doesn't win a Super Bowl, I promise you, he'll act like he won a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Either
Well,
way.
well, come on over here, Skip. Get on off that Dak. Get off that Dak train.
Get
It's
off
go-
the Dak
It's gonna lead you nowhere.
Super Bowls, here we come. Plural bowls. Z.
No.
Z.
Wow, plural.
Yes, plural.
Can we just
No.
get one? Can we
Zah.
get past
Yeah.
a couple
You
more
cut me
playoff
green.
games?
Brady-esque. Brady-esque.
Okay.
Bobby Brady.
Sometimes you can find a guy in the 4th round who can win Super Bowls, or sometimes you
When?
can find a guy in the 6th round who can win a bunch
What
of Super
fourth
Bowls.
rounder won a Super Bowl?
Well, I can tell you 6th rounder.
Yeah, I know him too. But I ain't talking
You
about.
know him.
So you saying Dak Prescott gonna be Tom Brady?
Esque. I said esque.
Yeah.
He's always said esque. All right. Here's the thing. So many